Hey, it's Jim McKim for Fresh 102.7. Her brand new song is called Here's to Never Growing Up. Everybody, it's Avril Lavigne in the studio. Good morning, Avril.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. What's the suckiest part about growing up?
School.
And now that you're an adult, what's the worst part about being an adult?
I have responsibilities still, once again.
Yeah.
Right. Someone kind of depending on you, you know? Yeah. Well, you know, it's funny you should say school because I know the video to the song is based in prom.
Yes.
And you're wreaking havoc at this prom. Did you go to prom?
I never went to prom. So.
Neither did we.
Neither did we. We didn't go either.
So I shot a music video and got to go to prom.
Isn't it much more fun to go like as an adult and wreak havoc?
Yeah. I was excited because I was like, okay, of course I'll wear like a prom dress in the video and rip it up and wear a tiara. And I got to have some fun with that. And we went to a school and I'm skateboarding down the halls. And that was like a throwback to like my first video, Complicated, when I was 17. So I'm wearing the necktie and skateboarding in the video, just like Here's to Never Growing Up, just playing off of that. And it was really crazy because when I put my outfit on and I did my hair really straight, how I used to wear it, and my makeup and everything, everyone freaked out, like they totally tripped out. And I tripped out when I looked in the mirror because I looked at the same.
It's like you lost 10 years.
It was really weird.
Yeah, right.
So you co-wrote this with Chad, your fiance. Is it hard to work together and be together?
Everyone keeps asking me that. It's crazy. No.
Because I wouldn't want to work with my boyfriend.
Yeah, I get it. Now maybe it's a different story. No, he's here today. Well, that's how we met, was in the studio. Like, we set up writing sessions, and so that's like our whole relationship. We've been like creating music, and even though the record's finished now, like it's interesting. I didn't think I ever wanted to be with a musician again, because but when I wasn't with one, I realized how much it's just, music is such a big part of my life. Like we'll like come up with concepts like at the house. We talk about song lyrics all the time. So we're on an airplane and we grab our guitar, or like we check into a hotel room and I like there's a piano and I'm playing piano and he's playing guitar, and it's nice.
Someone who understands you, who understands one of the most important things.
And having another musician around, it just like brings that out of me. Like I don't lose that, and like even just it's in our home. Music is everywhere.
Are there any songs you're thinking of based on your relationship?
Well, we wrote a song, and we have a duet together, and it's a ballad, and it's called "Let Me Go." And it's
that's good. That's a good title for a song about your relationship.
Well, it's the first song we wrote, and the story really is about kind of a transitioning, like letting go, and then a new relationship, and the journey from one into another, and you know how it is in life. We go through heartache, we go through falling in love, and that's really what that song is. But that was the first song we wrote. And we weren't together when we wrote it.
Oh, it's
but
great. So it's cool
we put a twist on it afterwards, because it was kind of like weird to be singing like a breakup song or like we're together. So I was like, this is weird. We should turn the song into like we're together now. So
it's a journey.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sure you understand each other's problems in terms of being in the same business and facing the same issues, that kind of thing. That's got to be a little bit easier to deal with in terms of relating to one another.
It's like being in this industry, it's awesome. The hours are crazy, the traveling's crazy. So, like, he understands, like, when I have to go away, or when the days are really long, and it's nice being with somebody who does the same thing, obviously, because they get it. Like, if you're not, sometimes people don't understand. Like, they're like, why don't you talk? Like, my friends are like, why don't you talk to me anymore? I'm like, because I'm not home. like, people need to, it's good to have people around you that understand, I guess. But it's nice because he, overall, is just really supportive and just, like, there for me.
Are you planning your own wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah? Because you design clothes as well.
Yes.
You have your own clothing. Are you designing your own dress?
I wanted to do that, so I kind of met with somebody and couldn't really do that. We worked with one of her dresses and changed it up a bit. You know how it is.
I planned a wedding. I hated every moment of it. It was a big pain.
It's like a full-time job now.
Yes, it is. And everybody wants to come, and if you don't invite them, they're upset.
You have
It's
to be
not
really...
fun.
People get upset at weddings.
It's
like, you have
not
to be
fun.
very careful. Yeah.
Is it going to be a big thing? Is it going to be a big family thing? Or are you going to go out on a mountain? What are you guys doing?
Like, more... I can't tell you. But
Little
we're
hands, come
planning
on.
it. You'll hear about it, I'm sure.
Is there something that he wanted, and you went, absolutely not, that's not happening at our wedding?
Pigs in a blanket, you know, that kind of thing.
He doesn't really get a say.
So she's planning a wedding like most women.
I'm watching him right now through the glass as I say that.
You know, I was going to ask you, like, whose music you listen to in the car, you or Nickelback, and now I know the answer to that.
Actually, it was really cool the other day. We were driving around, and How You Remind Me came on the radio, and he's like, wait, what's that? Turn that up. And then we were all like, oh my God, the song's so good.
Do you ever have, like, one of his songs come on, you shut it off just to make him, you know?
I remember when we were, like, hanging out, going to the studio, we were driving around in my Jeep, and his song came on. Like, it's kind of a joke, like, if my song comes on or his song comes on, we're like, we turn it up, and we're like, jammed. We're like, woohoo! But it's exciting.
Of course.
To hear it.
Do you remember the very first time you heard yourself on the radio?
Yeah, I was in a truck, and I was doing a promo tour for Complicated 11 years ago, and it came on the radio, and I got really excited, and Evan, my good friend, my guitar player at the time, was sitting with me. But the first time I heard Here's to Never growing up on the radio, we're sitting in a parking lot. What's that called when you're sitting in the parking lot with the trunk open? Tailgating,
right.
Thank you. We were tailgating. We're sitting in the parking lot. Chad and his band were in the studio. And two friends of mine were, like, waiting outside in the parking lot. We had the trunk of the SUV open. Like, this sounds like a scene out of a movie. No lie. We had, like, glasses of champagne, and we were just, like, sitting there, like, talking, waiting for him to get done. And the song came on, and we were like, ah! I was like, oh my God. We, like, cranked it up, and we're, like, in the parking lot, and then he walked out at the perfect time, and he, like, I just listening to your music. We're like, it's on the radio.
So it's still exciting.
We started cheersing, and it was so cool.
It's nice to know it's still exciting for you to hear something. You're not
Yeah.
a jaded music person yet.
It feels good. It's rewarding because I spent a year working on this record and writing all these songs, and then, you know, there's a lot that goes into it, and when you hear it on the radio, it's very rewarding. And
We have one, we're going to wrap this up, but we have one quick thing that we do with everybody who stops by to say hello, and we call it Jim and Kim's Hot Seat, all right? We're going to ask you a question. We just need you to shout out the thing that comes to your mind first.
She's a shouter. As
Okay?
you can
Because
tell.
you're a shouter. Yes. So go ahead.
All right, cats or dogs?
dogs,
Favorite junk food?
pizza.
You have a pizza named after you in your hometown, too. What kind is it?
There's a place called La Pizzeria in Napanee, and they have my pizza on the menu, which was one my family would order, which was green olives, mushrooms, and pepperoni.
Rockin'.
And you still order it that way?
Yeah.
Your greatest fear?
Oh, snakes and spiders. Sharks.
What'd you want to be when you're growing up?
Really? Oh, I thought you were asking me, what do I want to be when
When you grow up? You do look amazingly young.
Clearly, her song says she's never growing up.
I thought that's why you were asking that.
Thank you.
Well, I always wanted to be a singer, or, like, I thought about, like, being a cop. Because I knew, like, I didn't want to, like, sit at a desk or anything that, because I can't sit still. So, I thought, like, being a cop would be kind of cool, getting to carry a gun around and being all badass.
I'd enjoy being handcuffed by you, Avril. I'm just saying that right now.
And finally, if you had the chance, would you spit off the top of the Empire State Building?
Would I spit?
Yeah.
People do that.
Yeah.
They do? That's a thing?
Yeah,
Sure.
that's a thing.
Is it a good thing or a
Yeah,
bad thing?
they call it Mystery Rain on 34th Street.
Sure, why not? Wait, aren't I known for spinning?
The brand new single is called Here's to Never Growing Up. Everybody, Avril Lavigne.
Thanks, guys.